What's up, guys? Bulva the Fell-Handed here, bringing you the Art of the STB 1 Part 9. Here we are on the new Dragon Ridge Standard Battle. The greens have taken the northern spawn, and the reds have taken the southern spawn. This map, since they have redone it, is awesome. It's considerably larger. This map is total top-down redefinition. I mean, everything. The middle isn't quite so slopey. There's, it doesn't take 20 minutes to climb a hill. They've really, they have done works. Props goes out to WG for making this happen. It is utterly amazing. I can't say enough good stuff about this. This is probably one of my most favorite maps at this point. So we are taking the right flank. This was typically a weak spot when the map was, how it was previously. Granted, of course, the map was considerably smaller. This map is... I don't even know if we have a map that's on par with this size as of current. I would honestly want to see how people do scrims on this map. I mean, you could literally lose an entire team on this map if they lemming train. At any rate, I digress. So, the right flank is what I typically like to take. There is a ledge up here that was before, and there still is. You can kind of shift row over here to the right hand side and, post up, get some shots, what have you. I've got a guy here spotted in front of me, Indian Panzer. Pulled a lucky bounce off the side of the tank there, maybe even the back deck of the tank. He is in a very unique spot there. Looked like he had backed up too far. Ended up bouncing another one. I think that was off the turret. I'm not exactly sure if he's, right shouldering or just, having a very weak penetrating gun. Probably a little bit of both. At any rate, we're going in here. We're going to go ahead and try to finish him off. End up derping that one somehow. We're going to get this guy off the board one way or the other. Looks like the other. And, more or less we have control of this section. We have guys in the middle there, but if you end up getting up here around these rocks, the reds don't have a lot of options because they can't go off on the other side of the hill because that's where your team is. So they're more or less between a rock and a hard place. They have to take the top of the hill, and of course we all know the only cover at the top of the hill are those destructible little shacks. So sooner or later they're just going to get picked away. Granted, the only thing is they have height superiority. They're going to be shooting down on you. And, at the same time, you're going to be shooting up at them. As long as, you can kind of see their lower plate. I mean, that's more or less an automatic pin because you're going to be shooting up into the weakest point of their armor. At any rate, once you finish up here, there's the right-hand side here. If you look where I'm at, you go to, say, J4. There is a whole new pathway back there. You could more or less get past their cap completely undetected and put fire on their main firing line there at G9. So it's extremely useful. I would recommend you check it out. I would even go so far as to start a training room and go in and check it out and just drive around this map and kind of see the good spots and whatnot. It's a good thing to do with any new map, even when they do a revision. This map is very outstanding now. Very strong map. You can get some really good map control from a few different locations on here. Even, typically when you think of map control, you don't think of the low points in the map. But honestly, we have it. We have map control in this location. We don't have anyone pushing this location. Everyone else is being spotted. We don't have to spot our own targets. We're putting rounds down range. Granted, a lot of these rounds we are shooting are at extreme range, so we're not having loads of success there. We end up bouncing another round off of our turret, and, at this point you realize discretion is the better part of valor. Let's get up here. Let's post up. Let's get behind a hill or something so we can start returning fire. You never want to be caught out in the open. You know, if you're spotting your own targets, you never want to be in the open and you know, say, okay, hey, let me open up on this guy. No, if you're in the open, you want to move a bit until you're in some cover, then you open up on the guy so you can pull back and reload. Never do you just want to sit out there in the open and take it. It's a bad position to be into, and you never want to start that habit of just willingly, you know, kind of getting shit on, in other words. So we make a long-range shot there that connected. We ended up taking a guy out, and you know, we're putting some rounds down range. We're being moderately successful here because we missed a number of rounds previous to this. You know, the Reds at this point don't really know exactly where the rounds are coming from. They know they're coming from almost on top of their spawn, and you know, you can rest assured they are not happy about it. And this is more or less spawn camping, except reversed. we're camping the red spawn more or less and putting rounds on them, and this is why you have to have a strong flank. Granted, everybody goes down the 9 row more or less. They go down there, they sling it, so on and so forth. If you're running this with a few of your friends, make sure you guard the 2 line. If you don't guard the 2 line, you're going to get guys like me who comes through here and just starts working this side, working you from your spawn. It's more or less the definition of embarrassment. At least that's the way I look at it. Now, granted, of course, there are going to be those times where you come over here and, you know, you come around a corner and you just happen to see, like, you know, I don't know, 226H just posted up, and of course they immediately erase you from the game. That's going to happen. There's a very real chance that could happen. But, you know, it's not always going to be guaranteed come over here and just immediately start murdering everything in sight. You know, and that's, we're doing the best we can right now. We're just kind of picking and choosing targets, and the team, sadly, is losing like a boss. Like I say, though, you can't always do everything. You're gonna lose games no matter how well you do. Right now we are in, hey, let's go murder Artie mode, get him off the board, take care of that business, because you know, we know it's coming. Let's just go ahead and get a little bit more damage, maybe get a kill before we go out. Granted, the tank itself, she's in great shape, but we know it's coming. You have to see which way the wind blows in this game, and I'd like to think, for the most part, I do. And, you know, you can just look at the scoreboard. There's 4 of us, 3 of us actually, including an Artie, and I'm just searching for this Artie right now. I want to find him. I want to end his life. I want to get those few extra pins. I want to get that kill, but he is not revealing himself at all. He is hiding very well. He probably knows we're coming. I mean, you know, if you're in an Artie, you should know. If somebody's getting shot from almost right beside your cap, you've got to have an inkling what exactly is going on. So, you know, they're starting to cap. We're not totally crazy about that. There's nothing we can do. You know, even if you were in a rue, you wouldn't be able to do anything just because of the distance. I mean, you know, on a normal map, you wouldn't be able to do anything. On this map, hell no. This map is massive. Artillery rushing me here. Not in love with this idea. Go ahead and shut him down there. And then, of course, they win the game. You know, what are you going to do? Take it around here from the back, get ready to turn my turret, and then boom, the game's over. Guys, thank you for watching the Art of the STB. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share.